All right. Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. All right. Anyways, I'm back with this again. I wouldn't be too attached to whatchamacallit, these specific types of live streams, because I don't really do game dev very often. Like, this is the fourth. Well, I didn't really finish it, so third. But then again, I've made additional games that I never finished, so seventh game that I've ever made. And hopefully I can finish it. I don't know if I'll be able to, but yeah. There's some stuff that I forgot to like set up, so I need to go and do that real quick. But I'll just leave you guys to it. Sup, Dandy's World? Sup, Pip? Welcome to the stream, both of you. Let me show you guys what I have so far, at least. This is what I have so far. Now, the yellow triangle is basically gonna represent their line of sight. They are not gonna have that like actively in the game, and I made it so I'm so happy that you like my fan art. Yeah, it is great fan art, so thank you again for that. I'm making it, and whenever I enter that yellow triangle, it produces that, but it's basically a test for a different action, and that's just like my idea for it. So let me just hit the B button. It's gonna be automatic, by the way. But like, let me just hit the letter B, and that just begins their trigger so that they can start moving. Now, they are not supposed to be able to walk through walls, but as you can see, that is an issue that I have yet to solve. So, yeah, and then they just stay there. I made it so that they can stop and place. They're supposed to play a specific animation, but, yeah. Sup, 92, welcome to the stream. Oh wait, that's not supposed to happen. He should have started moving by now. Oh, well, let's see if this guy starts moving. Well, that guy started moving. Why is this one staying there? And I guess he likes this house or something. Alright, well, anyways. Oh yeah, I don't think I ever showed you guys the kill animation. Well, I have a kill animation on this squid too, but for some reason it doesn't play all the way, but you do that, and now I can control this guy. So I just need to... but whenever I touch another human, I seem to end up being in control of them, which is not good. So now, as you can see, this is chaotic, and I have the letter R spawning everywhere. Oh wait, he's walking now. I must have taken possession of the guy that's... Oh, nope, he's okay. But as you can see, that's the weird stuff that goes on. And let me hit the N key. Now I am back to my normal Skinwalker octopus self. And these walls only work for me. I need to get them to work for them. I'm not too sure how I would go about doing that, but yeah, these guys are basically like ghosts. But yeah, I gotta set something up. I'll be back in just 1 minute. So yeah, just enjoy this guy dancing for right now. I don't know if I can be heard, but I'm back. Just here. Alright, I went and got a little bit of water. Excuse me. Might need to get more in a bit, but this should be enough for now. But yeah, a lot of work goes into making a game. I remember the first game I ever made, which is called Surface Tension. If you go back to the last stream I did, I left the links for the game in the comment section, so like you guys can try it out. But yeah, my first ever game was called Surface Tension, and it took me like 1 year or a year and a half to make. And the second game that I made was what was it called? Rad Ducks. Yeah, I did way better with that one. And it did not take anywhere near as long to make. If I remember correctly, it took me like 2 weeks or so. But yeah, that was a fun time. I also made a game that failed because, like, for some reason the web version didn't work and the regular version wasn't anything special. So it ended up being like destroyed. And by destroyed, I mean everything glitched out. Alright, so. And that game was called You Make Me Laugh. In that game, you play as a serial killing clown, and you go around and stab people to that. Yeah, that was, and ironically, that was the most popular one, but that was the one that glitched, and I had no idea how to fix it, so hopefully this one doesn't glitch, but yeah, that's that. Alright, so, but the other two work very well online, and they're both games where you do not have to download them, but you can if you want to, so you could play it offline. I really enjoy myself offline games. Oh, and I know you guys probably saw it, but like that function right there, it was so hard to make them like face the direction they walk. It's just like you do not know how difficult it is. Now, I can't figure out how to make the yellow tin flip. Well, I can, but it doesn't like flip the exact same direction. I'm having it go to a point that's inside of their head. But yeah, it's much more efficient now that they actually go where they're walking. They don't stop though. See, as you can see, that's an example of it turning, but it should have turned for this way, but instead it's down here, so now he's technically seeing behind himself, which is not what I want as a goal here. But yeah, so that's that. Excuse me. So yeah, that's just an example of what I'm trying to do. And I've tried different ways of making them unable to phase through the... You see, he stopped and kept going, so I don't know why that guy stopped. I guess he just liked that. This was another thing I was trying to use to like make them change direction, because it worked in another game that I was planning to make, because I got fed up with trying to learn to code and just try to make my dream game on this. And I now realize that that's a very dumb effort, because it's hard to make multiple instances of something, like do the exact same thing. Like you can, like they're all walking because I'm making them walk, but they all need to have this yellow triangle on them. And that's not working, and I can't seem to figure out how to do that. I've asked Google, and yeah, I went to deep dive mode on Google, and it was just as useless. So that sucks. So I'm on my own with this one. I remember like being on my own for my first game I ever made, Surface Tension, because like the internet, I just did not have internet at the time, so I just kept on working and figuring it out on my own. Now, if only that it could work that way with code, but I don't know any of like the proper functions. I just know the names of them, like booleans, if and statements, strings, There's another one, but the name escapes me. But yeah, like it's just that. So, anyways, excuse me. Alright, so let's see. Where was I? It's gonna be a bunch of like quote unquote coding in this. I have an idea for something, so let's see. Alright, yeah, let's actually go up to movement. And I suppose I should specify that now, since I got NPC, I got map, I got all of them folks right there. So we're gonna, let's go here, let's go and add, oh, didn't mean that. Alright, let's go here. Add a skinny. What's the skinny? Young chap. Alright, so that's the skinny right there. Alright, so let's move that to around this layer. And I'll just keep that open right now, because why not? Let's add a bunch more right here. But yeah, I hear like a lot of states right now are experiencing some ash from the wildfires up in Canada. Now, I hear that apparently Canada used to not get wildfires at all. I find that hard to believe. Like, I know global warming is in fact a major issue and rapidly escalating, but I feel like wildfires had to have been a thing in Canada. It just doesn't make sense for there to be a forest and it doesn't catch on fire on occasion. But I don't know. I'm not old enough to know for certain. These are like really old folks that say such things. Like folks like in their 50s or 40s. Alright, so, like raycast to position. I sent array from the given source position to the final point, intersection with the closest object. Yeah, I tried raycasting and it did not work, but I think maybe it could work this time. Alright, so the source and the target. So let's go with the source being the skinny. But yeah, it's nice doing this right here and right now. Like having a little audience just to keep me company. I'm going insane with this code and stuff. I guess this could be considered code too, but I really wouldn't consider it that. Like, it's more visual for like artists like myself, because when you see a lot of words together, your eyes just start to cross, and it's just an unfortunate thing. But let's see, target position. Alright, let's alright, a skinny.x, what was the 10? What was the 10? A skinny.x was 110 that I had. Skinny dot. Alright, x dot point. Yeah, dot point x. Yeah, that's it, I think. Oh, nope, it's not. Alright, and yeah, I need to have that in it, so slash ray, and yeah, that's it. And let's just copy this and paste it here. Change this to a Y. Alright, there we go. Oh, yeah. That's the target position. Alright, so it results in position X. We don't want fear to be in this. Like, I have Sup 8 Green, welcome to the stream. Oh, I watched Despicable Me 4 on Netflix today. Oh, I am sorry I did not keep up with the chat. I am sorry if you said that a while ago and I just missed it. But anyways, What's up, Ape Green? Welcome to the stream. And Danny's World. That's cool. I haven't seen that one yet. My favorite Despicable Me was the first one. And you see a lot of people compare Despicable Me to Megamind. And in my opinion, Megamind is like the superior movie. But Despicable Me 1 was good. I like Despicable Me 2 as well. What happened in the third one escapes me. But the fourth one, I have not seen that yet. And I might check it out someday. So let me just see this. Alright, so let's have let's have some other options be here for right now. So I'm gonna make another. Oh yeah, in the Minions movies, I like the Minions movies. Like, I don't like the Minions themselves, but I like the Minions movies and like what it's about and the stuff that happens in it. I don't know, it's weird. But anyways, let's name this Trans. I'm just gonna name it Trans because that's a little faster to type, and I feel like I would remember that fine. Alright, so let's apply the trans stuff to it. Alright, so I'm gonna save that in trans. And why is... Alright, let's just type that in manually then. I guess I thought it would pop up, but I guess not. Alright, so we got that there. I'm gonna try and see if I can do something interesting here. Alright, so let's go back to the play view. I don't know what it could be called. So let's have like the ghetto tin right here, which is just like not do a complex drawing, but just do like a kind of bad one. So we're gonna have this one be the move man. Okay, and then I'm just gonna do a quick little doodle here. Alright, so gonna have a man like with his feet, a head. We're gonna have his arms like so, and his legs. So there we go. And then let's go ahead and add a bit of color to it. So let's make it a little bit blue. Let's, you know what, let's just make all of them blue. It's gonna be a naked blue person for right now. Alright, so we got that right there. And then I'm going to use, actually I'll just use left because left is right there. But I'm gonna do that and make it small. Right, there you go. These are all like testing. I haven't the slightest clue what I am doing. So let's go with that. Let's go with target position left. Left dot. Left dot. Oh. Actually, yes. Then parentheses. Finally remembered what that was called. Excellent. Alright, so got that right there. Yeah, I'm sorry if this is boring, but should be ideal. So we're gonna do that, and I think I can probably use that to like change the guy into this, so I don't have to even use the hidden function. Excuse me. Alright. And just so I know that it's working, let me actually because sometimes the tin glitches. So I'm gonna do a loop. I'm going to add one more if I can. How do I add another? Right, so let's duplicate this frame. And I'm just gonna, can I lasso a bit of it? All right, how do I move it? All right, you know what? Let's just redraw it. All right, so. So, where's the color picker? I usually just use my own paint programs. I don't use the one incorporated in gdevelop. So, don't really know how to use this very well. Yeah, that's functional. So let's do that. Oh, I like that sound. Alright. Gonna just up that a bit. And I could test it while doing this. And I gotta make the music and sound effects. Something happened. I think it's targeting a point that's behind me. Yeah, something is off there. Alright, so let's have the point be there. And let me just double check right here. This, right, points there, points there. Alright, excellent. Let's check the collision mask as well. Guess maybe there's no collision for that one, but it's irrelevant. That's fine. And so, let's see how that looks. And but yeah, it should have hit right there. Yeah, still a similar glitch. Alright, let me just take another look at like exactly where the point is here. Let's have it be a bit closer, like nearly in front of the eyes. Right, so like where the tentacle would be. That's a good position for it. Alright, let's head back because just realize with the moving, the point would be different. Alright, so I don't move. Alright, so that's about close enough. Okay. Yeah, I might need to find a different way to do that. I was thinking about doing it with a button, so yeah, that can help. So let's do that and just copy paste. And let's just change the button to C. change this when C is released, so that way it triggers only once. Just so you know. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I want to make additional animations for this game until I make more progress, because yeah, it's just not working out very well. Alright, so oh yeah, now I remember what I was going to do. Alright, so I just forget about these things sometimes. Alright, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna go to change that for trans, set to 1. And sometimes I just forget about this stuff, so we'll set that to 1 as well. Copy that down, change this to 0. Change this to just regular move. Let me just make sure that... Oh no. Right, so something's happened. Right, it started bad, so let's change it to idle. That might help better. Doesn't seem to... Oh, that's not good. Right, but anyways. That's so annoying. Well, I like how the legs move like propellers. Let's give these folks a nice little walk. It looks like they're about to go to the same spot. Like I said, the raycast 10 is just dumb. So I'm gonna change it to a different 10. So see, cast ray, let's just do something where let's try collision. Alright, no. Let me just copy that for later use though. Alright, so let's change this to left. Alright. And that's not the right one. You have an invisible object in front of it. Alright, so I remember doing something like this for the character, so then I just copy and pasted it for the human, so let me just go ahead and do the same thing here. So that would be right down there. And let's just use the same points for all of it. Because clearly that one was being annoying. I don't know what happened to break the animation, so that's annoying, but let's just see if this works. I think it was C that does it. Wait. Let's do another one right here, so that I can just revert back, just like that. And set that to 0. I tried it a whole different way and still did not work, so yeah. Oh well. I guess maybe I just feel upset that I went through all that to make that cool little animation for him and no one's gonna see it. Maybe I could just make a little dance video with this guy. Right, so let's just do the D with all of that. So D blocks it all out. Suppose I could figure out if something about the variables does that. And as you can see, for some reason, variables, the points do switch, but for some reason it doesn't all the way. Don't know why this is. Alright, so since I can only get it around one person, instead of being the hunter, I guess I can be the hunted, and only one guy is there searching for me. I could probably rework the map or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's something like that. Kind of want like a clear end goal for this one. Usually I make arcade games. The only other one that wasn't really an arcade game was You Make Me Laugh, because there was a clear end goal instead of you keep going and going forever. Alright, so that's fine. This must be the variable that's being annoying. How is it even this variable? Alright, so when it's 0, alright, so when the there's an easy fix to this. Alright, so let's see, let's go to that and that. Alright, well, at least I fixed that issue. And this should give an easy solution to when everything is like that. Alright, so alright, I have a lot of things to fix. I have to fix it so the points go all around all the folks. I need to fix it so that when I transform, it actually stays that way. Maybe I just need something of the same size. So, alright. Because maybe the issue is just that they are completely different picture sizes. So let's just do a little bit of importation. So, actually, I don't even need to do all that. Let's just do this. Actually, no. Let's just do this. Copy. Maybe I could paste it down here. No. All right. Alright, let's do one more animation too. Movement. Idle man. Alright, I imported it all. Alright, so got that. Yeah, let's just make it run faster too. So move man, idle man. That should be around the same size as the skinny. Yes, close enough. Okay, so yeah, to me, a more interesting stream would be just me making some art. But for right now, since this game jam is on a deadline, I will just be doing this right now. Alright, so now that I have that, let's do this. So that's a move, man. And I'm gonna have to have like a whole other area with transformations if this works, and I am hoping it does. I hope I can catch an epiphany on stream where I realized I'm doing something correctly. Alright, so got that there, this here, that should work for the idols. Now let's copy paste. I meant to do that with the whole thing instead of just that. So yeah, that's good there. Invert. Alright. Alright, so I walk there, do that, and let's test with the C. Right, so it works vaguely. Is this something that's always making it 0? Because it should switch everything to it. Yeah, guys, I am completely stumped here. Because the things that should be working just simply is not. Let me just try doing this here. And so, let's see, what was it? Didn't really seem to be necessary right there. Maybe this would be easier if it were a character variable. Alright. Alright, let's try that. Let me just go here. And just change this. Just go to the menu. Change this to trans this. Close enough. And then I'm going to go to this one and make it its own function. Hopefully that will do something. Because hidden works helped. I'm sure that works too. So let's just add trans. So let's just do that. So let's do that. Go here. I literally clicked equal to, but all right. All right, so we got that there. I really don't see how this would work, but it's worth a test, isn't it? Right, so let's just do equal to. I could change that from there. Alright, so 1. That's 1. Okay. All right. It works somewhat. All right, even got the same points. All right, so this isn't too bad of an issue then. I am proud of myself. Look at me. I'm walking like y'all, but I am not one of you. Aha. And C should change it back. She ain't doing crap. Alright, oh, here we are. Alright, so if I wanted to affect specific characters, alright, maybe I can tie the variable to that in a way. Alright. Right. Right. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, so let's do if the variable for this is 1, that should make it a little easier to like stay in that form now, shouldn't it? Apparently not. Okay. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Excuse me. So many stuff I X'd out right there. Well, this is my idea to like transform into multiple objects, because I could just put that into 1 and 2 and all that. Let's just make another event there. Should be relatively easy to make them run away in fear, but I thought this would be doable, but it appears not, so... Alright. And let's take another look at this. Alright, it goes from up to down, so maybe that's one of the reasons. At least the music is relaxing. This is helpful because the tin itself is stressing me out. Alright. Right. Well, I thought I would do all of that, but I can just add the trigger once function. Just copy it from there. I have nothing to activate that, so I don't know why I still have it there, but it's the case. Alright, so just do that. And do that, and that should ideally fix it. With my luck, it won't. This is some straight bullshit right here. I'm just gonna assume that maybe the key is wrong. Switch it to an M. I don't see why that would be. You have got to be kidding me. It was the C that was messing me up this whole time. And I guess it's fine that he isn't walking normally. Like, that's whatever. Alright, so I got that there. I'm pretty certain I have it replaying, but cancel. Alright, so it just can't be the same key. Alright, so how would add even work? There we go. Alright, let's just close that out. It should function the same way. What was it? C. And it was M. Change it to T to transform. Then C could just go back. Let's make them work this time. And T. Alright. Finally completed the goal. Alright, so what's the key to go back? Alright, M. Alright, now that I... Oh, that was neat. Some birds. Alright, so anyways, let's just do that. Alright, so T. All the animations playing smoothly. M. Alright. T. Oh, yes. Alright, so all I need to do is just have this object be invisible, and then I could just have my own versions of them in my own project, and it will just keep on going, and I could have like walk animations and all that for each object, and that would be very good. Alright, good. Alright, so I don't know how I would make a multiplayer version of this, but I think multiplayer could work here. I think I'm gonna make the keys closer together though, so let's do. Alright, we're gonna do C again. The reveal key is just gonna be V. So that way I have them. So let's actually try that. I have right with me, so let's just do that, and let's do the human. All right. And I usually don't leave comments in my code, but let's add it this time. Comment. Good enough. And so we got that there, that here. In fact, let's make the move to make this extra difficult. Let's see. I am a genius. And now he's back to normal. See? All right, excellent. All right, perfect. All right, I got like 1.5 days to make this game. And I feel like I've made some major progress right now, which is awesome. I was just about to quit, but I am so glad I was able to do that. Alright, I'm just gonna keep that R right there. Folks are gonna wonder why is the R there, but it makes sense. And since this doesn't have anything to do with the human in question, I'll just have that at the top. Make sure it doesn't break anything. It doesn't. Alright. So all I have to do now is have those yellow triangles preferably stay in the position that I want them to. But that's unrealistic, so I need to observe that guy move. And so let's just do that. And so it seems like it's that way. Flips it there. Because like once I fix it with him, once I finally figure out how to do that, I also need to make them not walk through the walls. But that's not too much of an issue. Alright, so I think maybe it stays in the same position. Just flips, so let's actually get rid of the flipping mechanic. So let's go down to here to raycast and just move this down here and exit out. Or D it out. Alright, so parcel's up there. Okay, I have an idea. Alright, so it's always going into that one position. If I make another position just behind the person, then when they're going in the other direction, I can just have them, you know, just do that. Right, that could work, right? For the sake of ease, I'm just going to have the ray catch and be right up there along with it. Right, so just gonna do the lazy thing and make it array B. So this one's there right now. How would I make it flip though? Alright, you know what? Baby steps. Let's just add another point. This one's gonna be array B for that, and let's draw it out there. So see which one is this one. Alright, so 180 is to the left. Alright, so this way is it going left, so I want to put this here. Copy, paste, and this can go here. Just add the B at the end right there. That's why I call it Ray B. Will it be confusing later? Maybe, but I don't really plan on touching this again. So it should be fine. Alright, so let's do that. Well, I have a whole new issue now. They seem to keep flipping between each other. Alright, Alright, let's instead of giving them their own tin, let's just do that and put it here. Okay, so we're gonna do that and then let's see. Let's do this. And hopefully this will help. So pick the one nearest to this. And perhaps that will make them stick with the same partner. We have cheating triangles, and that is not tolerated around here. Alright, so let's see if yeah. If only there was a way to like check and see if the current one already had one, so that means it can't go there. Such a confusing thing. So I just got that there. Hold up. Somehow it duplicated. Alright, so that was a minor success. I fixed something that I broke. So that's good, I guess. I'm also gonna flip that there. So let's do that. Alright, just gonna live amongst them for right now. Alright, let's just do something of quality. So at the beginning of the scene, let's just change this guy's color. Because why not? So let's put some Andy in range. And let me just copy all of this first. Let's just add a red, kind of reddish tint to it. Hopefully that will work. Thought that would work. Guess not. Alright, so let me just see how this would look anyway. They still look for a logical color. Maybe. That's an irrelevant 10 right there, though. So let's just do that, and maybe I can fix it later. Plus, if I do that, it would be more noticeable if I change and it looks completely weird. Right. That reminds me. Wonder if I could just edit it in here. Performance problem detected. Yeah, figured it would probably be annoying. Alright, so yeah, I do want a visual distinction, and you know what? I'm gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this and work it into that. Well, I'd have to do it every single time. I just realized that would be annoying. Control D. There's a way to duplicate. Let's see. Search. Copy here. Special. Yeah, we're getting into the art section now. Actually, let's just do an easy thing. Could be relatively easy. Alright, so gonna just do that. Not gonna be exact, but hopefully I can get it close enough. E-Y-E-S. Spells E-S. Okay. And I'm pretty sure I can just create it on my own. So I'm just gonna do that. That. It's not really perfect, but let me see if I can fix it a little bit. Kind of stupid shift button is that? Alright. And that works. Good enough. So go up to here. put that point right there. If it looks a little off, that's just fine. Because it's skinny. It's not gonna get everything perfect. Right, so got that right there. Right, so yeah. Okay, so just gonna basically do this. Set the eyes around point X, I. This is just a point issue on the eyes part, I'm pretty sure. Yep. I was correct, so let's just put that right here. Oh, almost perfect instantly. Alright, excellent. Alright, I am proud of the progress I made today. Alright, it's just the eyes mess up. I think they walk slightly slower. Stream crashed a bit. Yeah, I can just add those eyes on any object. And that would be great. I could just draw the object in the program. And I know it's a perfect replication. And I'm glad I thought to do this before I even completed what I was gonna do, like here, and just remaking everything. So yeah, that was a real lucky move there. Alright, so I need a punch animation probably for them. Like, I suppose I could still have them see, like, out of the back of their head, but I would just prefer it not to be that way. Oh wait, I need to check and see if the eyes remain afterwards. Alright, so it takes the eye and just leave them. So I do not want that. I can just use the eye, then hide it. So let's just do that. Do that here. Add this. Add this here. Okay. For ease of use, let's just have equal to or greater than 1. Alright, perfect. And I am so happy with this. Hold up. Why wasn't working it with this one, but is with this one? Alright, I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Alright, so let's see. Not sure how I can make them link to each other. Since they seem to be swapping, I could simply draw one on the opposite side. And it goes that way. I mean, it's dumb, but it might work. Alright. Well, why not? I wouldn't hurt to try. And if it doesn't work out, I can just make that one into one for the cups that's gonna be in this. Alright, so that site serve tool. Wait, with Piscal, which way did it go? I think it was the other way, so let's just make this yellow. Good enough. Let's grab that line tool, or the stroke tool, as they call it. Oh, let's actually have some on the scene at least. So let's just do 2. What I need a super camera to zoom out and see everything much better. Alright, so let's just make that real quick. Won't be in the game. Maybe it will, I don't know. Alright, let's just do Alright, so it's time when the M key is pressed. Let's see, cameras, this. The camera zoom by 0 point something. 1. Oh, 0. So zooming out by 0.3, and that should be fine. Right, let's actually zoom this out a little more, so 0.2. Right, it's just easier if I type the whole damn 10 in again. But so let's just do that. Right, let's do 0.1. Okay, so it's kind of working. Right. Seems like if anything, I need to just switch them for some reason. Well, that was the case. Alright, let me actually fix this too, because I just realized I need to do that, put that here. Apply. Collision mask. Red. Alright. Alright, so see. Alright, so I'm close to a breakthrough. I'm completely lost on what I can do right there. But I'll try and figure it out, and hopefully it can be fixed. This is kind of like the ending song, but different. At least that's going the correct direction. Maybe if I just changed this to 90. Like this to 90. It might do something. Won't keep the whatever it is, but might do something. Oh, I should have. That was dumb of me. I should have the stuff in the same spot, the points. I was wondering why they weren't looking like that. I'll just have the point be up there so they're distinguishable, I should say. Ah, there we go, another 10 solved. All right. It's not solved all the way, but it's solved enough. Okay, I'm happy with this. I figured out some kind of like self-made ray tracing, and I had a nice transformation feature, which is great. So yeah, did a whole bunch, and I think I will. I don't know if I'm gonna make that channel, but I could just go ahead and just make that video right here on this channel, and that would work out all right. And maybe I'll post it on a different channel, if anything. Right, so but yeah, I just need to make it bigger. Right, so I think maybe that guy had 2 for a while. Alright, so but it seems like they all share just 1, even though there's 2 here, so I don't know. I can try have a separate 10 there. I don't know. Well, let's see, how long was I streaming for? Almost 2 hours. Let me see. Alright. Well, I'm nearly out of time, but I'm gonna keep it going for right now. Alright, so need to go all the way down to here. Let's do this. If this is in collision, this separate. Then just copy and paste and just make that do with the 2. And that should maybe help. Well, now he's got 2 at once. Say if it's in a distance of 50 feet, because they do be getting close to each other. Let's do that. And this is a job for another time. So if you enjoyed this, press the like button and subscribe, because I do videos like this randomly, and I stream randomly too. But hey, it's all art related here, and I do consider video games a form of art. And until next time, this is Invasion Animation signing out.